Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. My name is Jordie James, and I am looking forward to today's show. What was really interesting, I have been racing around getting my bags packed because I'm going interstate this afternoon for a writers' conference. So I was going to actually talk about what's our story so far. Now, this might be a little bit of an homage to the beautiful pink, but it's really an interesting thing because as we look, yes, we go to our beautiful intuitive counselors and beautiful mediums to see what's going on around us, but what we know and our story, we can look at things so many different ways. Thank you. I was just wondering why I was talking about this. Because our story, even though we shared the same moment, the same memories with someone, they can literally have a different point of view of the actual story. So it's always important to go, okay, so that's your memory, this is my memory of it. So if you've ever taken stock and sort of sat back and gone, I remember the time when this happened, and they'll go, that didn't happen that way, it happened this way. So it's always important to understand that, yes, we have a story, but then other people can look at that story with a different view. Now, in saying that, when things get on top of us, that's why we have our beautiful friends as soundboards or as people that we can just bounce ideas off or bounce things off of, is because they have a different point of view. They have a different view. They're not in your head going 100 miles an hour for that particular view. So, or that particular thing that you want a little bit more clarity on, which in turn gives the beautiful psychic, intuitive counselor a point of view to go, hang on a second, let's look at this differently and allow you to expand on your own story. We aren't here as psychics and mediums and intuitive counselors and healers to change your story. We are here to empower you in your own story and empower you to go, this is where I would like to go. Because everything that we do as individuals, humans, spiritual beings is free will. You got to remember that. So if you go to a medium, if you go to a psychic, if you go to an intuitive counselor, go in with an open mind and open heart, but remember it's your story. You just need clarification or confirmation on what you're getting, and that's what we're here for. So we always allow ourselves to breathe. Now, so taking it back to your own story is, what's your story right now? Where are you right now? Do you need a bit of letting off steam? Do you need a little bit of sort of hobbies or something that you love to do to bring those memories in? It's just, I want to say, just have a bit of a sort of look around about what's going on around you, and then also look within as well and go, okay, where's my story today? What is going to leave a mark on my story today? Where am I going to be in my story today? So take a deep breath, have a great day, and I'm just about to take a caller, but please connect with me on my Facebook page, Jordie Jane Psychic Medium, if you would like a reading or a healing or anything like that. I'm always there, and I'm also a teacher as well. So with no further ado, I'll go with my caller for today, Jennifer from Gordonsville in Tennessee. Hi, Jennifer. How are you going?
I'm well. How are you?
Very well, thank you. And it's a gorgeous part of the US. I can't wait to get over there one day. It's one place I want to go is Tennessee. So
Oh,
as I blend with you, Jennifer, would you like me to work psychically with what's going on around you, or mediumshiply, which is connecting with loved ones?
I'd like to connect with my husband.
Okay, lovely. Don't tell me any more information, okay, gorgeous. So as let me see if I can blend with. Oh, okay. So, uh, Jennifer, as I blend with the spirit world, can I just have your name, the name for your husband, please?
Joe.
Thank you. And would you understand, as I blend with him, he's quite like, I want to say he's quite tall for me, and his personality is really gentle, but I know he's got a quirky sense of humor. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Thank you. To a point where I feel he has this gorgeous person, like I want to say, when he's looking and he looks at you, he's always got to do is just that little smirk at the corner of his mouth, and you know he's being really cheeky or really this like oh, you know how they can get really oh, I can't even think of the word. But you would understand that he can be quite mischievous is what I want to say. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Thank you. And do you have three children?
I have four.
Okay, then he's just talking about three, but let me just make sure that I have got him. Oh, would you understand that he had it's like I want to say up the upper body area is very like I feel like I've got weight on me. So I don't know if there was lung or there was issues around the top half of his body. Would you understand this?
In his brain, he had a hemorrhage.
Okay. So if I said to you that there was a lot of it's like I feel like I want to go around my collarbones and sort of it's like the breathing difficulties. So can I leave that with you?
Okay.
I don't feel like he had breathe. What I'm trying to say is the muscles around his chest were quite tight, is what I want to say.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. If it doesn't make sense, that's okay. I'll just move it aside. I just want to feel into this for you at the moment. Now, has he been gone about 2 or 3 years?
I'm sorry.
How
I didn't hear what you
would
said.
you understand that? Would you understand that he's gone about 2 or 3 years ago?
Yes.
Because I don't feel like he's been gone that long. Thank you. And I know he's quite a strong man. I feel like I want to go. There's a strength around him. He's quite a solid man. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Thank you. And I know that his hands are, I feel like he's showing me his hands, and I know that he's quite like strong in his hands. I feel like they'll very much worker's hands. I don't know if he was a tradesman, but I just feel like I want to say he hasn't got the long, dainty piano fingers, is what he wants to say. He's got nice, sort of strong hands as well. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Thank you. And can I just say, I don't know if this is a bit of a running joke, but was he a good cook or did he try and be a good cook?
Good at sports.
No, cook as in food.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Thank you. Because he's actually just making, like, as he is with me, he's showing me that he's making dough or he's making pasta, he's making all these different things. And he's just making me aware of that as well with my hands. Now, okay. He just wants to hug you. Would you understand that there's a birthday anniversary that's just happened in the last couple of weeks?
In the last couple of weeks, yes.
Yeah, because he's just wanting to acknowledge this. And he also wants to give you a big bunch of flowers as well. It's like I want to go to brighten up your day. But I also know that as he's connecting to you, he just wants to give you a massive hug and he just wants to pat you on the back. And he also wants to acknowledge, if you've got four children, is there three of a kind and like, or say three girls and one boy or three boys and one girl?
Three boys and one girl.
Thank you. Because he's just talking about the boys and how they're stepping up and he's very proud of them. And he wants to acknowledge the oldest one and the middle boy. And he's just going, they are a little bit in sort of Rasputin things at the moment. They're sort of butting heads, but he knows that they're going to come out of it. Does this make sense to you?
They're not butting heads with each other. They're just
Okay.
They both
With
have
the
some
world?
problems that they're working through.
Okay. Well, I just want to say you have got them and he's got their back because he wants to say that he's around them.
Good.
Okay, Jennifer, but may I leave that with you? But please connect with me on Jordie Jane Psychic Medium on my Facebook page, Jennifer, and we can continue and connect at another time. But he just wants to hug you and give you a big smoochy kiss on the cheek. So can I leave that with you?
Yes, it is. Thank you so much.
No, you're welcome, Jennifer. Have a lovely day. Thank you so much for taking my call. And thank you, everyone. Have a great week. I will chat to you all next week. And sorry about the bit of a blooper. I pressed the wrong button. It wasn't my producer. Sorry, Dave. Love you.